Hey people, CzarThwomp here and welcome to episode 25 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we started the second portion of the trial, portion, and things didn't go well for Phoenix. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, and now Larry's came in to screw Manfred's life over. What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it till just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard too. Order. What is the meaning of this? Santa, damn it! Why must these people come into my courtroom? Put them on the naughty list, Santa. You know, if the verdict has been decided, I call for adjournment. Oh my gosh, too bad Larry didn't go in his Santa suit. Otherwise, never he'd be like, oh my gosh, Santa came to my trial! We must go to examine Santa! But Mr. Von Karma, your verdict, I did Santa! One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard the gunshot? Yeah, I did, a gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I just can't sit by and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right! I'll testify! Let me testify! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my courtroom. I'm not sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision! The trial is over!
Nick! This is it! Larry's giving us one final chance!
She's right. Oh great, my power just flashed. If only it wasn't Larry. Oh great, my power's flashing, what the hell? Manfred, he's causing it to short. I will show that your power is CzarThwomp. Really, my power is flickering. What the hell? And now my internet is down. Yippee! Well, good thing I'm not using the internet.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to let them speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time! The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. The only accurate verdict in my courtroom is guilty! In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? And then meanwhile, just Blaze the Best. He's cackling he's in the gallery just observing this, cackling his ass off. This isn't funny, the best! Oh, on the contrary, Von Karma. This is actually quite alright, you know. And then Gad, he's in the audience too. He's just sitting next to Blaze, like, hi, Manny! I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Okay, good. The Wi-Fi's coming back up. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. No! What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. And this is Manfred's house. He's like, oh my gosh, you can just imagine Manfred trying to prep Larry in any way, shape, or form. Larry's being stubborn and not catching any of Manfred's subtleties, and Manfred's just like, what? Santa, what did I do to deserve this? Defense talking to you. Phew, that was too close. Sorry keeping you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're swaying bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Something that would probably result in me getting a lifetime sentence. And then I saw Edgeworth, he had like chains! He was beating the guy over the head, he was like clubbing it. He was like Kratos, he slit his throat, he was like really getting in there.
Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he was looking for the steel salary balloon that flew into the lake.
Alright, he found that balloon in the attic that night.
Yeah. Hey Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Mr.
Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. Sploosh! When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the barracks in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared with witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. The first time Manfred has ever had to deal with something unexpected. Oh, but then again, Edgeworth really didn't investigate that case yet at this point in time. He doesn't investigate that until Investigations 2. He let test that someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's
right, Nick. No 10-minute try this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes! 15! Everything depends on Larry now. Sorry. December 27, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. The night of the murder. That night, I was out on a boat in the middle of the lake. Sorry. I was looking for something, I found it. So I climbed the boat back into the rental shop. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard a bang. I looked over the lake and I didn't notice the boat. So after I heard the single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any matter, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we come this far. There's no going back but forward, Nick.
Yes, the night of the murder. I want to press Larry. I know what the piece of evidence is. It's actually the single shot, which we're going to basically go. We're going to use Lada's evidence, and we're going to basically say, oh, 2 gunshots. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 o'clock when I came back, when I went out on the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Okay, no, Manfred. Might as well keep going. Heard a bang, looked down the lake, didn't notice that boat. So after I heard that single gunshot... Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You're sure? That's what I said? But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she had 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. And I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me with nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else. My radio, dude! On my headphones! What?! Order! And stop that booing! But Mr. Butts, you were listening to a radio on earphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? The radio is obsolete, Mr. Butts. Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time! And stop laughing the best! I see you in the audience! I do not accept this witness or his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, Should we continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio! Right, leave it to me! I wouldn't if there were any other way out of it, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an old request on the radio, see? I was listening to it like really booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. And my throat is dying on me. True enough, it is difficult to believe that this testimony... Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyways, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. But very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Or Phoenix would probably say charade. I say charade, it sounds cooler. I have to burst this one. So you turned on the radio. Right! I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like being out there alone on Christmas Eve, alone! I shouldn't have said anything. And then Larry, dude, old guy! You got any children? You got any hot daughters? Okay. Yes, you have to press what the DJ was saying. What did he say? Mr. Wright, please eat these pointless questions. What possible good could come from knowing what the DJ said to us? A mere DJ! Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care! We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. And this is where you go, because it was not Christmas yet. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. I have to cough, sorry. Okay, I'm good. If you're trying to scare me, you should know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means that it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? No! Christmas magic is being used against me! When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve! That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Mozart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas! This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard the gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. That's because this was the third gunshot. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. He was orange. And then Cat, he's like, man. And then after this trial, just after this court case, Manfred gets a phone call. What, Gant? Man, I heard what you said in court today, and I really have to say, I'm kind of hurt about it, you know. What's wrong with orange, Manny? It was not that he's wearing orange, Gant. Well, because he was wearing orange, Manny, and you said he was suspicious. I mean, really. I understand that we don't have the best relationship. I mean, we don't get along at all, but you know, that really is a reason to object to the color orange, Manny. I am hanging up! What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim that you heard 2 gunshots before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. The gun was fired 3 times. You heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence that there was a gunshot before midnight. The pistol itself. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Well then, when was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was the shot that Larry heard before midnight. Order. I guess that would make sense out yesterday's testimony. Bah! You're wasting time again with your empty statements! Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But you have no proof that it was fired before midnight. You have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something, and CzarThwomp's voice is dying! Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. You have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight. You have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things. And that's when we show Lada's other photo. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lada Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on this photo reads December 24th to 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly! If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 50 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? I gotta think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it.
Huh?
Remember the case when the Steel Samurai? Huh?
Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya.
Yes?
If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right, I mean, is it safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose.
You just what?
You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murder here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Mr. Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, was the victim, Robert Hammond, was on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty body had to be the man on the boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo is 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who this is on this boat. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Mr. Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. No. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. You in that case! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Wright. I seriously want to say Edgeworth. On second thought, that's really a dumb answer. I might get a laugh or two out of the crowd, but that's about it.
Nick, something on your mind?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Haha, groan. Mr. Wright, stop laughing and tell us who the murderer is. Yes, Your Honor. The murderer's name? Right. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Ah! Again, you waste my time! I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Well, where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not in a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? It took place in Lana's car! The boat shack. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. No, that way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do we want any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Just as he's starting to head for home, hears a gunshot. Hear a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned on a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gold Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. And then basically the comic book appears. No, just kidding. We don't have comic books in the Ace Attorney series.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, I take it slow, I might be able to figure it out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop recalled Robert Hammond into his shop. You know, after playing Danganronpa, that would just be the total climax theme or such. The climactic reasoning theme would be pretty good right here. And then that face Robert Hammond has, he's like the Scream, like that Scream painting. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out onto the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose. That is why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he fired twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look to the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that during the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and then threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we were waiting for the taker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go out so late that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishing so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bail, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared! A search warrant has already been issued! It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its force to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
I think now is a good time to end things off. I really appreciate you taking time to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do everything you want, and with that, I'll see you later. Bye!